For a GeoGrid game. First of all, we have French is an official language and it's in Africa. And for those of you who don't know, GeoGrid is a game where you try to fill out all of these grids with countries that are all different. So let's say if I put in Senegal in here, I can't put Senegal anywhere else, and they all have to be different. And the more obscure, the more unpopular your answer is, the higher score you're gonna get. So we want to go for some answers that are not like the first that pops into the mind. For example, I think a lot of people are going to go for Senegal or Congo. I, for one, do know that Mali speaks French and Mali is in Africa. So I think Mali is good. I think I might just go. No, not Central African Republic. I think they changed. I would go for Gabon. Don't think many people will go for Gabon, and that is indeed a legendary answer. And then we have coastline on the Atlantic Ocean. Once again, this is probably an African nation. I don't think there is much to discuss here. Actually, I do think there's something there's I what if I put a French territory in the Americas, like I don't know, Saint Martin or like Saint Pierre? Would that work? Excellent. And then we have this GDP per capita category, so obviously a rich country that speaks French. We all know this one. Let's just go ahead and put Belgium up there. Great. Population over 20 million. And it's in Africa. I would say a lot of those fit the criteria. Let's just go for Tanzania. Legendary. Awesome. I don't even know how many people there's in Tanzania. I think like 50 million. I could be so far off. And then coastline on the Atlantic Ocean. Immediately I thought of the United States, but obviously I don't want to go with that. Why don't we go with something that is a little bit more obscure? How about Cuba? I don't like Cuba. I don't like Cuba. No, no, no. I think a lot of people would have used France in the first row, so maybe France is a good answer. Or do we just go Morocco? Whatever. Population over 20 million, GDP per capita over 40,000. Do we go for Europe? Do we go for Canada or something? I'm gonna have to think over this one because not a lot of countries fit this standard. I would say I don't think Taiwan is. I don't think South Korea counts. Is it? Bro, I'm like so conflicted right now. I would say Australia is definitely a good answer here. Anyway, uncommon, we get that, we take that. Flag with an animal in Africa, so many of them. Let me just go with maybe Uganda. They have a rooster. Give me one moment. I'm gonna think about all the countries in Africa that I can think about. A lot of them have no animals on the flag, unfortunately. Uh, no, Ethiopia doesn't. Sudan doesn't. Egypt does. But Egypt is gonna be super common. And Central African Republic, no way. Chad, no way. Mali, no way. Da, 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 da. Yeah, yeah, I can't think. I can't think of that many. I'm just gonna go with what was it? Zambia? Was it? Zambia's got an eagle on it. There you go. And then someone who's on the Atlantic Ocean. Obviously, Mexico is on here. And I don't want to go with Mexico. Do I have any other better options? Someone. Oh, flag with an. Wait. Do you know what could qualify? The British territory of Jersey. Like, there's like lions on the flag. So for some reason, the game counts some territories as countries, even when they are not, even when they are just like an external territory or whatever. But you know, you gotta take what they give you, right? So as long as I get a high score off of this, I'm happy. Flag with an animal, GDP per capita over 40K. Oh, this is a tough one. I would say, oh god, I wish New Zealand had an animal on the flag. I wish the US had an animal on the flag. You know what? I can't actually think about anything that fits both criteria. I might be cooked here. Uh what about something in the Middle East? How much do I like Israel? No, Israel doesn't have an animal. I might be cooked, bro. I might actually be cooked here. Do I do I put something that's like, I don't think anything is like that in Africa. So I don't. I mean I'm gonna be serious. I don't think Kazakhstan is that rich. I mean they have quite a bit of money. I don't think. Oh, wait, what about? How do we feel about Brunei? Is there an animal on the Bruneian flag? Is the question. Do we go for it? I don't know, but I can't see any better options either. Hold on. There's got to be some rich like European territory, right? That fits the criteria. Maybe some French territory, like is it like New Caledonia? Was it some British territories? Maybe. Let me just try. Oh, we got it. Okay, I barely even know what the flag of Bermuda looks like. Let's see all the answers. Oh, Andorra is a good one. Should have gotten Andorra. Okay, so as I predicted, all of them are like European islands in the middle of nowhere that this game just accepts. But whatever. 87. This is a terribly high score, and I'm very happy with it. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna take this. That's it for today's video. Uh, make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow.